welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup. I love makeup in general, especially indie brands. And in this video, it's a very special video because this is a brand new indie brand here in Florida called Chokehold Cosmetics, and it is the cousin to Unearthly Cosmetics. Well, it's Amanda's cousin. So, and the founder, the owner of Chokehold, her name is Kristen. So, you're not going to believe this. 40 minutes into my video, and that's why you see a look started and swatches. My phone, I didn't realize, was pretty much on almost 0. And it completely cut off, and it didn't. So we're doing this again. So I know this is like an unboxing, but at the same time, it's not. I so apologize. So really, I want to show you everything, how it came. I want to share the mission statement for this brand because it is absolutely amazing, and I definitely can back that 1000%. I'm going to read you a little bit from their website, their belief system, and why they even, starting Chokehold Cosmetics, in their vision, their mission statement. So with that, it comes in this red box, and you have, of course, the black spaghetti stuff. You guys know I'm a package hoe, and packaging to me is it's important. Of course, the formula is what counts, right? But I love packaging. And when brands take the time to create something imaginative and really like cool, and take the time to package their products like this, like Unearthly Cosmetics, Ensley Rain, and now Chokehold. This is awesome. Here, the palette is housed in here, and I'm going to show it to you in just a second. Bubble wrapped on top of that. This was sitting on top, which is basically a letter to you, and I'm going to share it with you. And the brushes came, this is what it looks like. It says Chokehold, and then on the side it says makeup brush set, and here, same thing with the gloss. And here is the gloss, and to me this looks a little darker in person, like just looking from straight up at the bottle, than like the people that got it in PR and in pictures. But it's definitely because I do have it on my lips, and I've had it on for a little while now. So I'm gonna swatch all of this for you, and we are gonna finish this look. I tell you how pissed I was, and it's my own fault because I didn't realize my phone was almost dead. So wonderful. Yeah, and I really was liking how that video was coming out too, and I'm like, that sucks. So here is the palette swatched out. You can see how pigmented this is, but I'm going to swatch it again just so that you can see one swipe how pigmented these are, and the blush and the highlighter that's in the palette as well. I'm going to put the gloss on, and actually I might as well just take this right off so that we can kind of just do this again. And you know, it's about 10:30 Eastern Standard Time at night, and I was not about to take this off. So we'll finish this together for sure. And you guys know I'm not editing if you've been with me for a minute. So, you know, at least this will be only maybe a half hour, 35 minutes. Can't talk now. A half hour, 35 minutes versus like an hour, right? So, and again, I did write some notes down from their website, which I really do want to read because I think it's very important on how you will understand Chokehold Cosmetics for sure. Okay, so here is the gloss. And here's the doe foot. So one of those doe foots that has like the hole that holds the product, which I do like these. There is a scent to it. It's kind of like that little vanilla kind of scent, fresh scent. It's not overpowering. It's not strong at all. And this gloss is pillowy on the lips. It's not goopy. It's not sticky. And so I do appreciate that. And it is a very pretty gloss. So and I'm not wearing any lip liner or anything like that. Earlier I was wearing the Kiss Red lip liner from Glam Light and one of the Menacing Metals from the previous series in Bloodstone. But I had taken that off so I could put this on. So I'm going to swatch this for you. And it is pigmented. And it's very high shine, which is nice, right? So it does have that kind of sheer, but there's also enough pigment in there so that's not completely sheer, as you can see on my lips, right? So far so good. Acrylic packaging. So it's really nice. It says Chokehold on it in gold. So very nice. So far so good, right? Again, packaging. And the brushes did come in their own individual sleeves. This was covering the palette. Now mind you guys, this was done perfectly on the video. Oh my gosh. I was so upset. I was like, damn it. So right now the brushes are dirty because they were used in the video that I started. But these are nice. These are $30. Let's see. So the palette retails for $60. The brushes, there's 5 of them, 2 face brushes and 3 eye brushes for $30. The gloss is $18. And the bundle for the whole takeover set, they call it, is $100 US. So, and they are nice. For the price, 5 brushes, and I do have, you know, some Unearthly Cosmetics brushes. The handles are nice, and they have like the glossy black ferrule. The bristles are soft, but they're still dense, and they definitely pick up product really nice. I am wearing the blush and I am wearing the highlighter, as you can see, but I'm still gonna swatch it for you because, you know, I want you guys to be able to see the product. And I will link Chokehold Cosmetics in the description box for you in case you are interested in any of these products or the bundle. So the palette, just like Unearthly does, and Ensley Rain, the palette it says Chokehold, red box. Here's the palette. However, again, oh gosh, I'm so upset about that. So red chrome, I love this. This was covering the palette itself to protect this, so I really do appreciate that. When brands do this, like Ensley Rain, Unearthly, you really are, with indie brands, are paying luxury prices to a certain extent, okay? You truly are. And when brands go above and beyond and do stuff like this to make sure that your makeup comes in pristine condition, the presentation, it shows to me that they care what they're putting out into the world, to their fan base, to their customers, saying, I am putting pride. I want to make sure that it's coming to you in the best condition possible and in a wonderful presentation and taking care and pride into their product. So I truly love that. And so this is freaking gorgeous, okay? And it does come in this box, inside that box, kind of just like Unearthly does, right? So it's got the red foil inlay. Really nice, really nice. Again, here is, the brushes are numbered 1 through 5. The two face brushes. This is your blush brush, your highlighter brush, and it does say chokehold on it in gold. And like I said, they are numbered. And here are the 3 eye brushes. Your fluffy, your crease blender, and then like shader packer shadow brush. And again, like I said, they are soft and dense, and they pick up product amazing. And for $30 for 5 brushes, these are nice. These are nice. I enjoy the gloss so far, and I had it on for the first time around for almost an hour and took a sip of water. So to be honest, the gloss kind of lasts a little bit. It's not transfer proof, for sure, it's not. But it's definitely nourishing. I definitely can feel that. And it's just soft and pillowy. So I truly do. Kind of reminds me of the Unearthly lip oil a little bit. So I really do, I do like that. It's very nice. This letter. So there's like a little gold seal when you get it. A personal message. On the front of this, insert from the owner, the founder, and her name is Kristen. A personal thank you for making launch day so special, Chris. And then you open it, and this is what it looks like. It says, you didn't just buy makeup. You claimed a piece of yourself. Welcome to Chokehold Cosmetics, where beauty isn't how you look, it's who you become. Thank you for choosing Chokehold. Follow, share, become. Tag us at Chokehold Cosmetics and show us what you're becoming. Share your story. We'll be watching and featuring our favorites. And then there's 2 like QR codes down here. Details for me. I love that. That's amazing, Chokehold. Awesome. So again, here's the palette. It's late, y'all. It's light. Here's the palette. Beautiful red chrome, right? And inside you get a nice mirror and the protector. And here's the palette. You probably have seen people already kind of review this who got it in PR, and maybe some looks, of course. And this is the look I started in the previous video I was doing. You get a blush and a highlighter, which again, I have the blush on and the highlighter. It is gorgeous. I truly do like this formula. I will be doing another video tomorrow, like a wear test, because if you've been with me for a minute, you know I'm not editing. Otherwise, the wear test would be at the end of the video. But I'm going to do another video tomorrow to kind of update you on how the makeup, the shadow, you know, the blush, the highlighter, the eyeshadow wore throughout the day. And then do a tutorial from start to finish versus like this. So I do apologize again. I can't believe that happened to me. You know what? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So I'm going to swatch the blush and the highlighter for you. These are pigmented. Blush is pigmented, so personally, I would probably prime it on your brush. On your back of your hand before you go just like straight in. Unless you like a lot of blush, you know what I mean? Then go for it. Brush to And you know what? I may, just for the sake of the video, I don't care. I'll go in with more blush. You know what I'm saying? And more highlighter. It blended out beautifully. Again, I'm going to just show you just because. So I'm going to take this off because I'm going to swatch out the palette for you. Again, when I first did that, like, you're going to see how beautiful and pigmented. Now, again, I'm not sure if Chokehold uses the same lab that Unearthly does. But by just when I swatched it and played with it and was blending with it, there is some similarity. So it's very possible that Chokehold does use the same lab. I don't know that for sure, and I don't want to give false information. I don't know. I'm just saying these formulas, this is definitely similar, if not, like, do you know what I mean? It's just gorgeous, in my opinion. They just are. And again, I'll do a video tomorrow and update you, because this just came in today, like the wear test, and yeah. So I'm just gonna put some more blush on, because why not? I mean, I have the highlighter on, screw it, why not? And just show you, and I'm just gonna go brush product face. Or you can do the priming thing like I was mentioning. But this brush, in my opinion, picks up product nicely and helps to blend this nicely. And of course, now I just have a lot of blush on. But can you really have enough too much blush? I mean, really? I don't know. I don't think so. So yeah, again, depending on what look you're going for, priming it on the back of your hand, because these are, like I said, it is pigmented. And this brush definitely picks up product very nicely, like I said. But this blends into the skin very nice. And I am very curious. Unearthly's new kind of glowy blushes, this is not a flat matte blush, at least as far as I could tell before I put the highlighter on. It doesn't seem like it's a matte, but it could be. It could be just me. But it seems like it could be satin, which your girl probably should have read the, which it probably does say it on the back. I'm sure it does. Where's my glasses? Just so I can let you guys know. So Bite Mark the blush, you know, because the ingredients and everything are on the back of the box. Yeah, Sweet Lies is what the highlighter's called. Bite Mark is the blush. And then the 7 shadows, Undressed, Shackle, Trapped, No Safe Word, Blindfold, and yeah, those are those. Toxic Bond and Blood Oath. Okay, it doesn't say. But to me, I feel like it's not like a flat matte blush. It seems like it's more like satin. But anyways, moving forward, this is a really pretty formula for highlighter. It's not in your face highlighter. It's soft, it disperses really nice, which you're gonna see here. And again, I know I have like double the amount on now, but hopefully you can see that. I truly do like the way that this brush picks up product as well. And they just kind of like blend out into the skin very nicely, the blush and the highlighter. So I'm sure you can build this up to be bam in your face if you wanted to, but that is just really soft and blended out really, really pretty. So far, so good. I'm really pleased and excited. And again, when I started this look, the first time around, everything was blending out perfectly. There's no patchiness. There was no problems. Everything was just really nice. I'm going to swatch the shadows out for you now. And I'll tell you the names too, even though I did on the box, but so that you can see the colors here. This is Undressed. And that's Shackle, Trapped, Toxic Bond, Blood Oath, No Safe Word, Blindfold. And then the highlighter is called Sweet Lies. And then the blush is Bite Mark. So it's a really pretty, like, brick brown red blush. And then the pink highlighter. Again, pigmented. So I am going to swatch the mattes and then the shimmers for you guys. There is kick up in the pans, which doesn't really bother me. Some people don't care for that, but I don't mind it. It's fine. That pigmented. Definitely did. The one thing I can say is the red is a little drier. So, but they're all very pigmented. And when I was putting the red in the crease, it didn't, as you can see, it's not patchy and it blended fine. So not sure why the red is a little more drier. Could be just the ingredients, you know, the formula. And then the other ones. But that's pigmented. And that's just one swipe of me going and then, so yeah. Loving that. And I'm going to swatch the black for you. And then we're going to do the shimmers here. And now I believe there's the silver shimmer, like a silver gray shimmer, a multi-chrome and a dual chrome in here. You can definitely, like, that to me, like, is multi-chrome. And here is the black again. The last time when I swatched this, I mean, look at that. Gorge. And black is hard to do, you know? Black, white, reds, yellows, oranges, like those are. So here it's like a gunmetal silver. Stop it. That is beautiful. Beautiful. And then the last shimmer here. It's beautiful. These formulas, swatching is gorgeous. The blush, the highlighter. I can't say, like, it again, I'm going to do, this is just like first impressions, and the first time using the products. So again, tomorrow I'll have an updated wear test and update for you tomorrow. So please do on the lookout for that. And this gloss is really nice. Again, it's nourishing and it's very pillowy. I really do enjoy that. So to finish off this look, basically I'm just gonna take this brush here from Singe, which is the Singe, the 11. Now I did use these two for the blush and the highlighter. I used these three brushes, and again, they blended, they picked up product really great. You just have to wash them, which I should have washed them before I used them, but I never do. Again, they're soft, but they're dense. So that's nice. And they, like I said, they picked up product great and they help blend out. This is like the big blender and then the crease blender. And they did great. So for $30, you really can't beat it for 5 brushes, in my opinion. So really digging that. Great. So I'm going to take my Singe 11. And I had brought it the black down here. And then I took my Cosmic Beauty brush that I absolutely love, that I always use for my lower lash line to blend out, which is the CB4. This one. Went into this one here, the beige. And then just kind of like, which I'm doing it again, just blending this out a little bit more, which is just making it a little more gray. And kind of came up here. And I took my Glam Light brush and just kind of started to tap that in with no additional product, because I wanted to see with this brush how well the shadow would just blend out. And it blended out perfectly, really nice. Making that gray for me, which is what I wanted. Just pat, 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 pat to blend that out. Now, this isn't an in-depth, like, big creative look or anything like that. I just wanted to do something simple and to share this with you guys. And I definitely, like I said, I would like to, before I end the video, I did write down some notes from the website about Chokehold, which I feel like is important to mention. So I am going to take some glitter glue, but it's actually from Unearthly Cosmetics. It's the Glimmer Grasp. And I'm just going to use this one here, the Toxic Bond, I think that says right there, which I think this is the multi in here. I'm just gonna put, so I pretty much utilized this palette. I took the beige first with this brush, with the big fluffy, all into my crease and my brow bone. Then switched to the crease brush with the brown in my crease and my socket. And then took my Glam Light brush, I took my Singe brush with the black. Well, no, I took the red first. Oh, it's late, guys, sorry. I took this brush in the red right here, and then kind of blended it out with this brush to kind of turn it a little more pink, but still kept it more red in the socket. And then I took my Singe with the black and then brought it on my lower lash line in here, and then took my Glam Light and patted it out. So now I'm going to use just this multi here Glimmer Grasp from Unearthly. This is just my Sephora brush that I always use for this, in particular, a little Chabe. And I'll put this on my lid. And again, I do apologize. I truly was so upset that my phone just went, it turned off. And it's my own fault. And I absolutely love the way that I did the video. And I was just like, oh, I cannot believe that just happened. I can't believe I didn't keep it plugged in. Normally, I make sure my phone is plugged in at all, battery's full at all times. And I'm like, no way that happened. But it did. Shit happens, I guess. And so I'm just letting that set for a second. And I'm gonna take my finger. I'm just gonna grab a different mirror. And I'm gonna go into that multi. That is just so gorgeous. And I'm gonna put that right here, all over my lid. And you know what? I think I'm gonna take that gunmetal silver as well on the outside, because why not? And I gotta find, that's 4, so that's not what I need. Lottie dottie, I'm looking for 1, my Singe 1. Here it be. So I'm gonna go back into the product, into the multi here. And I'm not gonna spray it because I wanna see. That is so pretty. So, so pretty. I am here for it. Loving it. Love, love, love. I put a little more product on my brush. Now I'm kind of just manipulating it. So let me know in the comments, did you guys get this on launch? Did you just get the palette, the brushes, the gloss? Let me know, I'm excited. I would love to hear from you. I'm gonna go into the gunmetal one, that gunmetal silver with this same brush on the outside here, which I probably should have sprayed it, because I'm getting a little fallout, but it's my own fault. And that's applying very nicely. That is so pretty. Okay, you guys, don't sleep on this palette. Just don't. The whole collection, to be honest. Really, I know this is a first impressions, but to me, I feel like this is very similar to what Unearthly formula is like. So if you love unearthly formulas, then you're probably gonna love this. So I'm just saying. And again, I don't know for sure if she does, but I don't know. This is, to me, so pretty. And I'm just kind of softening the outside here so there's no harsh lines. And just put, you know what? Why not? I'm gonna put a white liner just to kind of, no, maybe I think I'll do this pink one. Why not? This is like a multi-chrome from ColourPop. It's got like pink and gold. That is so pretty. Okay. And in my inner corner, I think I'm gonna take the I have these brushes from Fantasy Cosmetica. And I'm gonna take like this shimmer here and put it in my inner corner and on my brow bone. Just why not? Ooh. Ooh. Y'all. That is so pretty. Do you see that? Which that is this one here. Okay. I can see this, excuse me, even though that this has 7 shadows in it. This may rank pretty decent. Maybe by the end of this year. I don't know. I might do a ranking in June or July of the palettes that I've tried this year. And I'm just putting this on my inner corner because I've been doing that as of late, but normally I don't. Usually I just put like a brighter matte. So of course, again, and I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit. Like so. I think that's so pretty, in my opinion. Like, you know, and I can't wait to continue to play with this palette. And because I think that you're not just limited to 2 looks in here. I think you definitely can get creative with this palette for sure. I mean, you can take these 2 and the black. You can take, you know, just the black and the red. You can take the brown and the red and the black, or just the brown and red, or you can take just this one and the red. I mean, it's pretty diverse. You know what I mean? And it's you're not just limited in here. I'm pretty darn sure you could probably take this and put it on the lid if you wanted to, or on your body if you wanted to. I mean, don't quote me on that because I'm not sure if it's okay if it's eye safe, but it probably wouldn't stop me any. But again, here are the swatches of the palette, and I know it is just, it's so late right now, but and after what just happened with my video, I'm like, no. And I knew I had to share this with you guys and complete this look. So I don't have any mascara or a lash or anything like that, but I do hope that you guys go over and watch my short. Please do subscribe if you're new. Stay a while. Give a big thumbs up and comment and let me know, did you grab this collection on launch or did you just pick up a couple of pieces, maybe just the palette? In my opinion, these brushes for their price, they're pretty darn nice. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, the palette retails for $60, the brushes for $30 US, the gloss is $18, the bundle, which is called the Takeover Bundle, is $100. Again, the palette, this is what it looks like. I absolutely think this is a great first launch for the brand. And I just want to read a little bit about their mission statement, and then that's it. This is, you know, a vegan and cruelty-free brand. This information has come from the Chokehold Cosmetics website. It says, more than makeup. This is a love letter to who you were, to who you are, to everything you're becoming. Their promise says to create beauty that doesn't just change how you look, but reveals more of who you are. Chokehold said, this is a luxury that sees you, art that meets you where you're going, and if it resonates, you're already part of it. 1% is donated. Every sale goes to organizations that support mental health and self-worth. And they say, you know, because true boldness begins within. Their mission, they state, and I quote, we exist to empower bold self-expression through high-quality luxury beauty that challenges the standard. Chokehold creates statement pieces, not just products for those who refuse to shrink, stay silent, or go unseen. I love that so much. And also, if my page will turn, the core values for Chokehold Cosmetics, and they call it voice. V is value and visibility. O, own your identity. I, intentional craft. C, confidence without apology. E, emotional connection. So find your voice. I think, you know, that Chokehold definitely has a supporter, definitely, for sure. I can definitely stand behind this brand 100% and their mission. I know that this is a great, you know, thing for young girls, adolescents, teenagers, struggling with depression, anxiety. I know that I struggle with depression and anxiety. And when I was younger, I know this whole, you know, you get your peer pressure and trends and this and that. And, you know, I remember all of that. And of course, me being 50 now, you know, I don't care. I don't do trends and I don't try to fit into a little box, and I do what I want when I want and wear what I want when I want. But that doesn't mean that I don't have depression or anxiety. It still can pop up. And so to have a brand for young people to you know, look to say, hey, it's okay to be bold. It's okay to be loud. And we're standing right here behind you. And to give back, to donate for, you know, organizations for mental health and stuff like that. That's amazing. So again, this is Chokehold Cosmetics. And I will link their website in the description box for you below. Per usual, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I see you on the next one. And this is an amazing collection. And I know this is just first impressions, like I've been saying throughout this, but I will hopefully see you guys on the next video tomorrow with the wear test and a tutorial from start to finish this time. So I do apologize. I can't believe that happened with my phone, but you know, it always happens to me. So if this seems like it was like all over the place, kind of flighty, y'all know I have squirrel brain anyways, and it must be at least after 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's been a long day. So I'm just glad I got to share this with you guys, and don't sleep on this brand because it's amazing. So with that, thank you so much for watching all the way through. Please do give a thumbs up, share. It truly does help out my channel. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Till next time.